And I actually lit it.
Let it wiggle. Keep your knees against the tank, but let it wiggle.
Yeah, let it move a little bit, because if you're holding on to it real tight, every move it makes, you're going to go again, you know, and so you're going to get real squirrely. So I just kind of keep my grip a little loose.
Yep.
Have a little momentum, and yeah, just let the bike move a little bit. Don't try and control every little twitch.
I feel like I'm gripping up here.
When you're standing up?
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
It's too forward, right?
I'm amazingly impressed by everything that you've done. How did you manage that? How did you make this happen?
Well, Jen and I firmly believe that if you wait till every T is crossed and every I is dotted, if you wait for perfection to just everything for all the planets to align or whatever, that nothing would ever get accomplished. So we say it out loud. I think that's the biggest thing. When you say it out loud, your goal, your plan, your promise to yourself, then you're obligated. For some reason, that gives me a sense of obligation and ownership of the project just by having said it out loud. So I started talking out loud about this was going to happen. And then I set a date and we talked to the parks, and from there on everything starts to fall in place when you say it out loud.
Right before, you got all the parts put together and you're coming out here, were you thinking about what kind of experience you were hoping everybody got to it?
You have this sort of vision, that you see everyone being safe and happy and learning and growing and coming together as a community. So there's your vision. But every project we've worked on is always so surpassed our vision. And so I expect that it's going to be spectacular. I really do.
What I was impressed about was the fact that there were a number of women who don't have any dirt bike riding experience here,
right.
And then there were some of us who had a little bit more dirt bike riding experience, and everybody got just what they needed out of it, and everyone was catered to. That's what it was.
I remember what you said at the very beginning, the first day we came together, that we were here to raise money for breast cancer research, but we were also here to have a good time, and boy, did we have a good time!
Well, we got it when we hosted a track day for women, and we had to beg them to come. When we added the element of charity, they started coming.
Wow.
So we know that we are giving by nature. So if we build fun in with our charitable endeavors and get the community, then we also give ourselves permission to have.
Well, there is some amazing riding here, and for all skill levels. I mean, from beginner to some advanced riding, for sure, out here. And the scenery is beautiful, and the campgrounds are wonderfully maintained. I think it's just perfect.
What's nice about this location also is it's close to a major airport.
Yes.
So people can fly in. We're willing to, by hook or by crook, we're going to get people picked up. They're going to get here. They're going to have a comfortable, fun orientation before they even look at the bikes and get on them. I know from the very first night, Monday night, I could already sense the building of family.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just perfect. And of course, Kawasaki loaning us motorcycles, and Yamaha. I can't say enough about the support we've gotten from them, because it's very hard for a person to commit to, okay, I'm going to go out and buy a bike. Maybe you'll go out and buy your gear, but am I going to go out and buy a bike when I don't even know if I'm going to like this? So the manufacturers, the loaning of those motorcycles, that's what makes this program.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the charity that this whole thing benefits?
Well, our bias for eradicating breast cancer has always been on the research end. And I don't mean just researching the prevention. That is our biggest bias, and our strongest zeal goes towards just eradicating breast cancer. But there's also the element of early diagnostic tools, to improve early diagnostic tools, and better chemo and radiation, more targeted, so it's not so devastating to the human body. And I see this. I recognize the growth we've made since 1993 when we did, Arctic Tour 93, Ride for Research. Jin's breast cancer 10 years ago would not have been diagnosed at stage 1 and 1A and stage 0. That's the difference. We went with Dr. Susan Love because that's what she does. She does research. And she is well respected worldwide, and her former patients, because she's not practicing medicine now. She is strictly behind the foundation in the research. They revere her. And when Jen got her breast cancer, Dr. Love called her and personally talked to her for over 45 minutes. That sent legions to us. Legions. That woman doesn't have much time to call her own. And she took all the time that Jen would possibly need and talked to her about her cancer and her decisions, and lauded the decisions that she made. And it was very affirming. So there's great reverence and respect for the Dr. Susan Love Research Foundation, and certainly the work they do, but the way they care about individuals, the way they see the forest and the trees. That's the Dr. Love Research Foundation. Definitely wonderful. If you just sit at home and go on the internet and watch TV, you will get a very jaded view of the human condition. You come out here, you see what people are really like.
Well, I had a blast. I never ever felt like a coach or a rider trainer or anything. Like I just felt like one of the girls, like we were out riding today, and I am one of the girls, but like we're just out riding today, and it was just so fun. Like we'd stop and we'd laugh and we'd do stuff, and it was just a really cool time, and I've had a blast, and I take a piece of each and every one of you home with me, and my memories, and I know that we'll see each other again, hopefully soon. But yeah, I look forward to going riding with everybody again. It's fun.
I think it's over too soon. It's like, it's so much fun, I don't want it to end. And, I too enjoyed meeting and getting to know all of you here, and I hope I get to know you even better as we go forward, and maybe meet again at the women's conference this summer. It'll be like seeing old friends.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. I think this should be mandatory.
On behalf of the volunteers that work out here, I want to thank you for coming and sharing our work. This is what we volunteer for, is the opportunity and to spend a couple days working with the young ladies that I work with and seeing the incredible change on how they looked on a bike. Really makes the days, like you said, they flew by fast. And the difference from when I walked up Tuesday to when I walked back here today, watching all of you ride, it was well worth whatever time I put into it.
Trying to go back and explain this to someone that wasn't here, they'll never understand it. It's just, it's here. Here.
We are full of pomp and circumstance. We are full of ourselves. And we love us. And that is the collective us. And so part of what we do is we have this 4-piece medallion that was crafted by Cheryl Stewart. She's a motorcyclist with the New York City Sirens in New York City, and she is a sculpturist, and she crafted this, and then she had it cast for us in foundry, and it's been touched, each of these pieces, by literally thousands and thousands of riders since 1996. So for every local ride we've done, for every national ride we've done, for every tour, this medallion has always been part of that. And when each individual rider is carrying the piece, it signifies and respects the individual battles that are waged at a very personal level by those battling breast cancer. And we feel very strongly that they're doing their best to win the battle, and it's up to us to win the war. So that's what that signifies. And what we do then is we assemble it. And I have the future. As I carried the piece for the future, I thought about our future partnership. I thought about all the good we can do about getting kids outdoors and learning about the environment as they enjoy life on two wheels, how we can grow the avocation and motorsports aspects for future athletes, future motorsports athletes, and how we have this whole new family that will now be able to go out and each one of us will touch others because of this experience. I want to thank you all for that. And now, could we have the Ring of Memory? And could you read that for Jeff?
May this circle be unbroken for those we hold in memory. So it was kind of cool. It was really ironic that I had the memory thing and we got to go up and share Woody with a little bit of Hollister Hills. So that was really cool. And you know, I thought about my dad a lot today, and yeah, it was just really cool. I thought about, you know, the people that I had lost in my life, but I found myself thinking a lot about the memories that we were creating these last 3 days. Like all you guys, and it was really cool. Like I thought, so I usually don't think about things when I ride, I just ride, but you know, carrying that piece with me all day, it really meant a lot to me. And I carried it with pride, and hopefully I'll be allowed to come back.
Being a survivor, it's always special for me to carry the one for survivors. There have been so many, and as I said last night, I was thinking today about Chris Brown, Carrie Ramos, Jean Mishner, and Audley Mosley in Boston, who are all going through treatment right now for breast cancer, and hoping that they have the same kind of good luck that I had and get cured. And hopefully with all our work that we've done and continue to do, that will happen for more and more people.
I carried this today, and I thought this morning, my cousin's gonna be my shirt sleeve, you know, right there by my heart. When you look in history, okay, this is my interpretation, when you look into history, the archer's always been the one that's helped supported all the armies. The archer was there to open the doors for the enemy, to protect the soldiers. And this lady, the single-breasted archer, as you can see, she's opening that path from, I guess, the enemy that's out there, so that the good soldiers can go out there and do their job and take care of the bad. And that's kind of how I saw this today. So it's just very, very significant. So I just was very proud to have it, and it gave me heart too.
So now part of our history, or part of our tradition, is to have each person touch the medallion, add our own personal energy to those other thousands of riders. And we totally believe that every positive action enhances the human experience for all of us. And then we journal. We journal our adventure, we journal our thoughts as we go through the days, and Nancy is sharing her journal entry with us tonight.
What a unique and meaningful week this has been, from the biking to the community to the mission. I started Tuesday morning by baby stepping my lime green, brand spanking new bike across a flat dirt range. We learned how to sit, stand, shift our body weight, swerve, corner, traverse a hill, and make a U-turn. In just 3 short days, my skills and my confidence grew 100-fold, so that I could navigate trails and fire roads and actually have fun, as Ranger Mike kept telling us many times.
I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great!
What did I say? I say things all the time.
More education.
I got far more of an education than just dirt bike riding.
Human doing. Human doing. All right, you guys, be dirty.
In 2008, at the Dallas International Motorcycle Show, Progressive Insurance approached WMF. They asked, "What can we do to support you?" Progressive Insurance has kept our programs and outreach alive with its financial support. And the joyful part of working with Progressive is they get us. The people we deal with ride. Since that time, Progressive has been supporting us financially for all our programs. We'd like to thank them sincerely for caring about rider training and eradicating breast cancer. Support and promotion from AMA has also been instrumental in the success of all our programs since 1984. Our partnership with Hollister Hills State Vehicular Recreation Area and the Hollister Hills Off-Road Association has opened up opportunities for them and for the Women's Motorcyclist Foundation. It has been beneficial for all 3 of our organizations.